keresztény ember szolgálata. A Jézus szem előtt eltöltött és Jézus által minősített szolgálat.
We have breaking news from Ukraine.
Russia is on a full-scale attack on Ukraine since the last few hours.
We are seeing an exodus of people making their escape.
The nation of Hungary has already taken in more than 200,000 people and counting.
Getting trains, people have to step on others.
Undescriptible. So many tired people arrived.
Hát nehezen, mert nehezen jutottunk át ide. Nagyon nehezen. 2 gyermekkel jöttem.
I have 2 children.
The road was bad. When you go, they shoot at you, you go back because there was no humanitarian corridor and we keep hearing the bombing.
It was a life and death situation.
If you were with a bag, you drop it. You just hold on to your documents and your phone, that's all.
Million refugees from Ukraine have crossed their border into various countries. There's a humanitarian crisis. So our church, we have been actively looking at how we can support people who are in need. When we heard that there are various local churches in Hungary that we can support, that is when we decided that we ought to come down and to offer our support and assistance as well. Hello. Yeah, it's here. Hello. I know that they are housing refugees.
Yes, 27.
27 refugees,
Here.
and just want to understand the work that they are doing and to connect with them. Good to see you. Hi, how are you? I see. So a family of 7 will stay here. Yes. Wow. The church has opened up its entire premises to house refugees from the very first day of the war. Turned the meeting rooms into bedrooms.
The hall where they usually do the church now is just like one huge bedroom. And you see how the church just gives them a new beginning. So this is practical love.
Elláttak minket, elláttak szállóval, mert úgy jöttünk ide, hogy csak jöttünk. Ott az a gondolat, hogy a gyerekek ebben benne leszünk, például a gyerekes, mert nehéz volt az átjövéssel.
Képes, mi történik ott, hogy javát értünk ide. Csak ami rajtunk van, a ruhám, semmi.
Only what we wore, the clothes only.
Hát először is befogadtak minket, ellátottak minket szállással, meg mindennel, szóval mindennel segítnek minket.
Vannak még mindig családtagjaid Ukrajnában?
Igen, otthon vannak a szüleim, meg sokan még.
My parents are home and many of my relatives.
Right now we are here near the border between Ukraine and Hungary. We just came this morning from the city of Debrecen, and today we connected with Pastor Fodor Gustav, where he's actually bringing supplies directly into the villages in Ukraine. There are still people like the elderly, right, who are still there. There's a lack of food, lack of water. The power supply has been cut. We see a truck that is here. This truck came in from the Netherlands. And what is it doing here is that it's going to be unloaded, right, with essential supplies that will then be loaded in this warehouse into trucks that will go straight into Ukraine.
Ukraine people are dying, not just because of the war. People are dying because of hunger. In this truck, we have 15 tons of food. Minimum 5,000 people can get powerful support for food and for sanitation.
The trucks can go into Ukraine. They'll then distribute the aid into smaller buses.
It's very, very dangerous to go by truck because the soldier logic, maybe there will be a weapon. The truck will be bombed.
Yeah.
With the van, they can go and to find small roads. They have to be very, very wise to pray. And we need your prayer protection because this mission is very dangerous.
Volunteers are coming from all over to load the trucks. A farmer just say, hey, you can use my apple farm. And that's the uniqueness of this work. They just tap on all the local resources and then let's bring it over as far as they can into the war zone.
Just to hear them share their stories of how they have to leave their homes, leave everything. It really gives me a perspective of the war. And we heard that African students who are studying in Ukraine, they were not given priority at all, even on the buses and the trains that were leaving for the borders.
It was a very stressful, terrifying journey. The moment we stepped out of the metro station underground, the place was bombed a few minutes later. You have to struggle to get on the train. Getting to the border, it was very, very cold. I got bounced at the Hungarian border 3 times. I was scared. I didn't know if I was ever going to make it anywhere.
It's a very difficult situation to witness, to people arriving from a war or from a place that I cannot even imagine. I felt that people just need some rest because there is so many decisions they had to make already to get to this point. And there is still going to be so many decisions that they need to make.
How I see the church playing its role here as a refuge point for everyone. We just put all these things here and students would just come and take whatever they need.
What kind of people are these? When I arrived here, I was really surprised. The love, the acceptance was just mind-blowing.
People from this world will get to see that there is God. I still foresee that there is greater things that He's going to do through the church and through us individuals who have availed ourselves to do this work together.
We just met a lady. She's just pacing up and down with a very sad look in her eyes. She had to leave the country with a child and her husband is still back in Ukraine. She just told us she doesn't have shoes for her child. So we gave her a love gift. One of the volunteers here is going to bring her to a place where she can buy shoes.
A very big thank you to the New Creation Church from Singapore. In fact, when you heard about our plight and decided to come to our aid, it is your support that has become the catalyst and has given us the boldness to have done what we have done for humanity. And we really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Köszönünk nekik is, meg az Úrnak is, hogy befogadtak ide minket.
It's a privilege for us to be here and to support this precious work. You know, when I look at the war and I hear the stories from these refugees, sometimes I can't help but lose sight of whether there is even goodness in man. But when I saw the church, when I saw fellow believers rising up, sacrificing their time and working relentlessly to help all these people in need, there is a hope in me.
Right there we see church in action.
Amen.
What a privilege it has been for us to be here and to witness and be a part of this.
In the midst of all this darkness, yet I see hope in the Church of Jesus Christ. So I'm believing that good things are going to happen in spite of the darkness.